Illumiwave 180 laser is a biostimulation laser that's designed for a physician's office to be able to treat the end user, which is the consumer, for hair loss, hair thinning, and hair quality concerns. The way that the laser itself actually works is we're using the red wavelength using all laser diodes, so they're able to penetrate in a little bit deeper than other lasers in the market. Using the dual wavelength in the red, we're actually able to open up the vascular network and then increase the microcirculation. From there, what we also see is an increase in ATP production, your calcium stores, and you're able to get an increase in your proteins and nutrients. From there, we actually are able to deliver it to the follicular site. Your low-level laser light photons are actually absorbed in the chromophore cells, and you get an increase in ATP production, which again is going to be your energy. And we're actually able to disrupt the DHT from binding to the follicle itself. What that's going to do for you is it's going to prevent the hair loss process from occurring more, so you're going to get your stabilization, and you're going to be able to get better hair that's going to be growing in. So you're going to get more terminal hair regrowth rather than the vellus hair regrowth that you see.
What makes this particular system unique is essentially the dual wavelength mechanism. So cells that aren't responding well to a 650 nanometer wavelength may have a better chance of responding to another wavelength, which is why we've combined them together. It also has adjustable flaps, an easy to use touchscreen interface, as well as easy to maneuver hydraulic arm. So it's quite good for the end user. It isn't a thermal laser, it's a biostimulation laser. So the end user actually experiences very little in terms of sensation. It's quite relaxing, actually.
So I was trained as an organic chemist and did my PhD in England, and after a while I moved to USA into Mass General Hospital at Boston, and that was in 1994, and since then I've developed my own laboratory dealing broadly with photomedicine. So we do photodynamic therapy, and we do low-level light or low-level laser therapy. And over the years I've been studying the fundamental mechanisms of how low-level laser therapy works. The red or the near-infrared light is absorbed by cytochrome C oxidase in the mitochondria, and it starts a whole cell signaling cascade that generally ends up with cells being stimulated. So when you say stimulated, you mean the cells do more of whatever they're meant to be doing. So for instance, if they're fibroblasts, they'll make more collagen. If they're epithelial cells, they'll migrate and proliferate. And if they're cells in the hair follicle, they'll grow more hair. They'll make more keratin, and you get the hair growing. Since the hair follicles are on top of your head and they're readily accessible to light, it's not difficult to see that the red or near-infrared photons will be absorbed in the hair follicles and they're going to stimulate them.
Studies have shown that about 98% of patients will see a stabilization and no further progression of hair thinning or hair loss. That is quite high. 84% of patients will see hair regrowth, so the success rate is 84%. There's usually a 20% increase in thickness and density, up to 40% even in some patients. So overall, the results are quite good. It provides a good adjunct to the in-office physician or medi-spa that is already doing a lot of the other skin treatments, hair removal, body contouring. The hair on the scalp is such an important part of our overall facial appearance. So why not add another adjunctive treatment solution for people who experience hair thinning and hair loss?
For any practice that's already doing skin rejuvenation, body contouring, body loss, anything of those sorts of things, hair rejuvenation fits in perfectly. So it's great for somebody who's just starting out in the practice or for somebody who's looking at expanding their practice. Not only are you bringing in a completely different type of clientele, but you're also taking your existing clientele and you're transferring them into patients who want better quality hair and want to prevent hair loss altogether. The Illumiwave 180 laser is designed and manufactured in the US, and if you'd like any more information, you can go to www.illumiwave.com and we'd be more than happy to send you more information.